I thought I would share with you a few more poems from when I was honored to be asked to be interviewed for a television show for Texas Nafas Poetry. It'll be on February 1st and then a few other times. It'll be available for downloads. It'll be on TV. I'm getting a DVD. I'll try to put it up on YouTube as well for everyone. And he was interviewing me, asking me questions, and one of the questions that he asked is, well, do you ever, write about issues or make statements with any of your poetry? And I thought that was funny that the next poem that I wanted to read was edited for the TV show, so it was short enough. Edited version that everything was alive and dying. I had a dream the other night. I walked out of a city to a forest, and there were neatly paved bicycle paths and trash cans every 50 feet and trash every 10. As I walked, there was a stray cat, and she still had a little neon collar on with a little bell. And as she walked a few feet, she stretched her front paws. Oh, she looked so darling. And then she walked right up to me and she said, "Thank you." And I said, "For what?" And she just looked at me for a little moment. Her little ears were standing straight up. And she said, "In some countries, I'm considered a delicacy." And I said, how do you know of these things? And she said, "When somebody eats one of you, word gets around." And then she just looked at me for a moment. She said, "And in some countries, the cow is sacred. Wouldn't they love to see how you humans prepare them for slaughter? Hey, hang them upside down and slit their throats so their still beating hearts will drain out all the blood for you." She said, "Isn't it funny how arbitrary your decision to eat meat is?" And I said, don't put me in that category. I don't eat meat." And she said, "I know." And I woke up in a sweat. So tell me, Ted, Canadian, Cuban, Cruz. So tell me, Nancy, my eyes are pried open, Pelosi. So tell me, Mitch, the slowest turtle, McConnell. So tell me, crooked Hillary Clinton. So tell me, entertainer-in-chief, Donald Trump. So tell me, Barack Hussein Obama. If you woke up from that dream, would you be in a sweat too? Because everything is linked here. We destroy our animals so we can be wasteful and violent. We destroy our plants. We destroy our earth. We're even destroying our air. We wreak havoc on the soil, on the atmosphere. We dump our waste into our lakes. We pump aerosol cans and exhaust fumes. And you call me extreme? And I'm beginning to think that we just keep doing it because we don't know how to stop. And deep inside, we feel the pain of all that we've killed, and we try to control it by popping a chemical-filled painkiller. We live through the guilt by taking caffeine, nicotine, morphine, and we keep ourselves thin with saccharin, and we keep ourselves sane with our alcohol poisoning. The thing is, in the wild, you have no power over anyone else. But now that we're civilized, we create our own wild. Maybe when we have all this power, the only choice we have is to destroy ourselves. And so we do. And that's the end of the super emotional stuff. But we went into science stuff, and I read this poem recently, and somebody bought a book right off of me for a ton of money because they liked it. This is a poem that's called "Beauty in the Eyes of Einstein." I heard NASA scientists say that Einstein dismissed some of his theories, even some theories we may know all too well. But Einstein didn't like some of his theories because he thought they weren't beautiful. And so I wonder, what is beauty? Is it the geomagnetic aberrations of the aurora borealis dancing along the horizon in the Arctic Circle? Is it the way I look when you look at me, with those gorgeous doe eyes after we've been apart for so long? Is it the scattered collisions from planet Shoemaker leading 9 into the planet Jupiter? Is it what I feel when your arms are finally around me and I don't want to open my eyes and I never want to let you go? Is it the eternally changing wisps of volcanic trails from Saturn's moon's Titan's atmosphere? Is it the way that listening to the music that you make fills me with such energy? Or is it the converting matter into pure energy with just the right formula? Einstein believed, quote. The most beautiful thing we can experience is the mysterious. It is the source of all art and science. So am I driven to look up at the stars in the night sky, to see stars from billions of years ago, to fall in love every night? Einstein reminds us, we are all ruled by what we do by impulse. So, is it how on impulse I move a bit closer to you so I can feel heat from your body so close to mine? We ask, what is beauty? They say that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So, it makes me wonder. Thank you. And then at the end of the night, I had to close out with this one. This is a poem that's called And I'm Wondering. I'm wondering if there's something chemical that brings people together, something that brings people to their knees, something that sucks them in. And I'm wondering if you're sensing what I'm sensing. Is it me? Am I just making this all up in my head? Or when I glance up and I catch your eyes, well, are you actually staring at me? And I'm wondering if it could work out for us this time, if we'd have one of those relationships that no one ever does, especially us, because we know we'll always be in love. And I'm wondering if you'd find my neurotic pet peeves charming, like how I hate it when somebody touches my belly because I'm so self-conscious. And I'm wondering why you had to tell me, when we happened to be sitting next to each other, that the fact that our legs were almost touching was making your heart race. And I'm wondering why I felt the need to take your cigarette and inhale, exhale, while the filter was still warm from your lips, there just seconds before. And I'm wondering if a year or two from now, when we should have gotten to that comfortable rut we've been going out for a while and we should be bored with each other, if you saw me making macaroni and cheese in the kitchen and I'm using margarine and water because I don't have any milk, and I've got my hair pulled back and strands are falling into my eyes and I'm wearing a huge oversized button-down denim shirt and nothing else, well, what I'm wondering is if you would see me like this and still think I was sexy. When I glance up and I catch your eyes from across the room, when I see your eyes dart away, when I feel this chemical reaction, well, what I'm wondering is, do you feel it too? Thank you.